All right, I'm back. My internet kicked me out and I had a spinning wheel, so I ended the former live video and here we are with a new session. So hopefully everyone who is over there can join me here. And isn't that like a weird problem that we rely on internet and Wi-Fi and all that kind of thing to do the things that we do on a regular basis and kind of take them for granted? And then there's one little internet blip and it throws off my entire live show. But here we are back, and I have one third and final thing to share with you. And this is not really a positive of these events. It's more of a caution to you, and that is that you need to stay in your lane. One thing that I do want to caution you, if you're attending a social media event or any kind of event really, is you're going to meet some amazing people who are doing some amazing things. And you might think, what a great idea. I should do that in my business. Don't. Don't do what they're doing just because they are seeing success. The risk we all run with the huge amount of social media options and platforms, and even platforms within platforms, and you can do Instagram stories and newsfeed and IGTV and live video and like 100 different things, even in one platform. The risk that we run is spreading ourselves too thin on social media and our marketing and being really bad at a lot of things. So just because someone has had success on a particular platform or doing a particular thing doesn't mean that you should either add it to what you're doing or jump ship from what's already working for you and going full in on that, because a lot of people end up with scattered social media presences. So they'll have started somewhere and they heard someone say, oh, you should really be doing this, and they ditch what they were doing and try to start to do the other thing. Or they're trying to do so many of them that they're only posting sometimes on one and sometimes on the other, and none of them are very good. So make sure that you are staying in your lane when it comes to social media marketing. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't experiment or that you can't change things up, but just because someone is having a lot of success on Pinterest or on Twitch or on TikTok or something that's a little bit more, one of the less obvious social media platforms, that you're not actively using, it doesn't mean that you need to try to add this into what you're doing. Some of these platforms don't even make that much sense from a marketing standpoint at this point in time. What you really want to do is do one or two things really, really well. This is going to get you a lot further than trying to do all of the things. Now, the strategies that these speakers share, another thing is they don't necessarily work for everyone. They might not work in your business, they might not work for you. Excuse me. Sometimes it's a timing thing. So on a lot of platforms, if you get in there early and you start doing all kinds of things, you're going to get a lot more reach and a lot more views and a lot more people paying attention to what you're doing if you're an early adopter than if you're coming in later in the game. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't accomplish some amazing things if you've joined later. It just means that you're not going to get the same like quote unquote results, which are probably vanity metrics anyway. You're not going to get those same results as someone who did this at a different point in time. Same thing with algorithms, what might be trending, and that kind of thing. So it might be a timing thing, it might be a luck kind of thing. You might be doing the exact same thing as someone else. They took off and you didn't. So there's definitely, I would say, a lot of you might not agree with this, I would say there's probably a little bit of luck happening here between an account that reaches 1 million fans and followers and one that reaches. You still need to be good. You're not going to get there on luck alone. But I would say that luck probably plays a little bit of a factor here. You could have a budget issue. Maybe you can't afford the same amount of ads as they did, or video production, or whatever else they put in their business that generally requires some money. It could be that you don't have the personality to do the things that they're talking about. So, not to offend any people, but some people are a lot better on video than others, or some people are a lot better at writing than others. So, if a certain strategy worked for one person, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you, because you might not be the same type of people and it might not be the best fit for the particular strategy that you are talking about. And there's all kinds of other factors that come in that could mean that you will or will not have success following the exact same strategy as they followed. So you could follow it step by step and do exactly what they did, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to reach the same level. So my caution to you is always stay in your lane. Pick one thing that you want to do really, really well, with a couple of like side medium things, and the rest just don't do it. So for example, I'm not on Pinterest. I'm not really doing Twitter. I have some things happening there, but it's not really one of my main ones. So I really focus on creating video content and the words that go along with that, and that's what I focus on. If I try to do all the things, then you would not ever pay attention, because it would be so scattered and no one would really care, because they would say, oh, you're doing great. They'd just be like, oh, you're there too. Good for you. All right, so thank you so much for joining me for this episode of The Art of Online Marketing. So happy to be back for another of these series. Now, I'll be back on Thursday with another special guest, and I will be back next week, and we'll talk a little bit more about my actual experience at Video Marketing World. This was conferences in general, but I'll share with you some of the things that I liked, some of the things I didn't like, and how Dallas was, I suppose. All right, so thank you so much, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Have a great day.